TIL that Bill Murray once drove a taxi cab so that the cab driver could spend time playing saxophone in the back seat. The cab driver mentioned that he never had time to play his sax since he had to work 14 hours a day. Murray took the driver's seat so that he could finally play some tunes. Bill Murray is one of those people who is simultaneously sane and crazy. Being in an enclosed car with someone playing the sax sounds like hell. Does the cab driver, who never has time to play, drive around with his sax every day? I'm sorry, but wouldn't a sax in a car be loud AF, and what are the chances that the cabbie has his own saxophone in the trunk of his cab? Why even would he? Am I the only one doubting this story? That sax player's name? Bill Clinton. No one will believe you. I feel like a lot of these stories are kind of, I'm not sure what the word is. If Bill Murray wasn't a celebrity, this interaction would have never happened. Kinda like the one about Bryan Cranston helping bus tables and run food at that restaurant on Route 66. It's obviously cool that they do it, but them being famous enables it to happen in the first place, and it becomes a OMG Celebrity X is actually so cool and down to earth. So like now what, Bill Murray is gonna drive around and take fares while this random guy plays sax in the backseat? It just doesn't make any real sense. I don't know, maybe I'm just jaded and cynical. Anyone feeling me here? Used to wait tables at an upscale seafood place in San Diego, so it's not uncommon to see celebrities of all different industries. In other words, we don't gawk or bother. Bill Murray comes in, this is like 7 or 8 years ago. We all know it's Bill fucking Murray. He comes and sits at the bar. My buddy is the bartender, shoots the shit with him for a couple hours. Eventually, Bill leaves. Tells my buddy it was a pleasure chatting with him. Then all nonchalantly he goes, "My name is Bill, by the way." My buddy just stares at him and goes, yeah. I know. I don't know New York, but in my city you would put your license in jeopardy, and better don't run nobody, the insurance is not going to cover it. And that tune's name, Yakety Sax. And he happened to have the sax in the cab. Come on. And this despite the fact that Bill Murray is known to be a terrible cab driver, https://youtube.b/9ztbeamco3ta. So the cab driver had a saxophone in the car just in case he had time to play it. Awesome gesture, but imagine how loud it had to be in that cab. Bro move. Those that have doubts, Bill Murray has done oddball stuff in public since he rose to stardom in the late 70s/early 80s. It sharply increased as time went on. Sure, there have been unpopular things he's said and done over the years, but I think people forget that celebrity life's price is that of living in a fishbowl, and we are treated with a glimpse of their lives off screen, whether it be an act or something real. I like to think Bill is a little off, which is why he's entertaining. For him to perform bizarre antics to random people for the laughs and toy with his celebrity is likely his nature. It plays naturally into his brand. And that could very well just be normal behavior for him. Hang on, so the cab driver just happened to have a saxophone with him. Deleted. Life well lived. In 1987, I approached Bill, while I was on LSD, at a minor league Salt Lake Trappers baseball game where he was sitting alone. I just had to ask him about playing Hunter S. Thompson in Where the Buffalo Roam. He was very kind and we spoke at length about the film and Thompson. Then it dawned on me how odd it was that he was in Salt Lake City. Turns out he won a small percentage ownership of the team in a card game and would stop by from time to time. After I admitted that I was on hallucinogens, he said, "Why aren't you in the mountains, you know, where it's safe?" As I got up to walk back to my seat, he said, "Hey, ya got any more?" I still don't recall why I thought taking acid at a baseball game was a good idea, but I don't think I would have had such a lovely conversation with him had I not. Bill Murray has the Bill Murray license. Lets him do whatever he wants, which is nice. Check out the Bill Murray stories on Netflix, https://www.netflix. com/title/8103160. This and other tales are found there. My favorite was when he went to a booth in a restaurant and took and ate a French fry from a woman's plate, leaned in, and said, "No one will ever believe you." Know what he could also do? Give him a huge tip and tell him to take the rest of the night off. Bill is the reason there's been no Ghostbusters 3. This gives me the "this isn't wholesome, this is capitalist dystopia" vibes. Reddit, celebrity worship is shit. Awarded and thousands of upvotes. Also Reddit, so Bill Murray / Keanu Reeves / Louis C.K., remember when he was worshipped here? Awarded and thousands of upvotes. Cool story. Countering the typical praise in the Reddit circle jerk, did you know that Bill Murray is a domestic abuser? Seriously, the double standards here disgust me. Big deal, Theo Von did lines with his cabbie, and was driving the cab, while the cabbie was getting laid in the back. On another Reddit thread I just read that Bill Murray was once charged for beating his wife. So he carried his sax everywhere while knowing he couldn't play it? Any word on if he left the meter running while driving? My buddy had to push a cab to the gas station and the cabbie kept the meter running the entire time, and I laugh my ass off about it every time I hear the name of the city his drunken ass was trying to incorrectly get to. Murray is the POTUS the whole world needs. Not about this story in particular, but I gotta be that. Am I the only one? Guy, seriously, if there is anything I feel empathy for a celebrity over, it's constantly having their character judged by people they've never fucking met based off an interaction. Better have that inspirational "he's such a," insert positive buzzword here, fuck that. Actors, musicians, other celebrities have just as much of a right to be an asshole as you. They aren't obligated to give everybody a life-changing experience off the clock. Make or be a part of a work of art that inspires / captivates / entertains fucking millions of people. Cool. Plus 10 respect. But you didn't shake Fred's hand long enough while maintaining eye contact, and you sure as fuck didn't compliment his offspring in a good vibes manner because they love your movie minus 100,000 goodwill, you human piece of shit. This is why I literally don't give a single fuck for any fan account. I don't care that you didn't feel respected / acknowledged as a unique snowflake out of the thousands and thousands of people this person has interacted with. The only legitimate interactions I care about are: has this person used their celebrity status to harm, manipulate, or otherwise damage another person's life in a very intentional manner? If it's not, I don't care that Jim Carrey cut you off in traffic or Chris Evans replied to someone else's Twitter response but not yours. We put celebs on this fucking pedestal that beguiles me. Again, their wealth and their fame put them in this otherworldly realm, but they are still fallible human beings. Expecting them to constantly transcend your expectations when people seldom meet your own, including yourself, is such an arbitrary judge of character. TL, Dr. I'm glad Bill Murray is cool. But it also wouldn't matter to me if he's an eccentric / asshole off the camera because he has no fucking obligation to me. Ironically, about a week later that same cab driver also drove Dan Aykroyd, who told the driver to shut the fuck up and keep driving. I feel as though Bill Murray, despite appearing at times as though he's a selfish asshole, had perhaps one of the most peculiar, hidden, and yet, brilliant takes on life. He can be who he wants to be, because he can afford to be. It is truly as if Groundhog Day is as much of his own personal psychology as it is just another film notched on his impressive resume. Crash a wedding party? Sure, why not? Blow off filming for the day to blow off some personal stream instead? What are they going to do, hire someone else? Jump in and join some kids spraying silly string? Sounds like a blast. Honestly, I respect him for giving those wanting a celebrity performance all the shit he wants. Truth is, we are only here for so long, and if you find yourself in a scenario where you can acceptably do whatever it is you like, fuck what others think, and do whatever it is you like, good in him, and I hope we hear more of his crazy antics for many years to come.